It's time now for the best high school sports action from the WBCB Sports Network. Catch the best games from Bucks and Mercer County at WBCBSports.com and our Facebook page. Your home for high school sports is right here at WBCB 1490.
Good afternoon. Welcome to Pennsbury High School as we get you set for high school softball on the WBCB Sports Network. Today's game brought to you by St. Mary Medical Center, McCaffrey's Food Markets. This is the McCaffrey's Game of the Day. Thanks also to BCWSA, the Bucks County Water and Sewer Authority, DiLorenzo's Pizza on New Falls Road, the Berg Pizza, helping to make portions of today's game possible. Thanks to BAI Security Systems, Jammer Doors and Windows. And we appreciate your being with us on a sunny Wednesday afternoon. This game was originally scheduled for yesterday afternoon, but they had to wait for the field to dry out a little bit. A much better weather day today, and it is great to be with you as we embark on the first event of our spring sports schedule. And it was a great fall for Pennsbury on the football field as they went from worst to first in the SOL. They couldn't win a game the previous season, and this season they went undefeated in the league. Then on the basketball court, a great year for the Pennsbury boys basketball team. They win the SOL title. Another deep run for the Pennsbury girls basketball team after they lost the best player in the state of Pennsylvania. They still were able to make it to the Final Four in the district and became state qualifiers once again. And now we look to the softball field and to the baseball diamond, and both teams for Pennsbury with high expectations happen to be here on campus when Pennsbury hosted Egan last week. They had their Jazz Fest, and my daughter was playing in the Ben Salem Jazz Band, and Pennsbury opened up with a huge first inning against the Egan team, and they never looked back in that game. Today, the rivalry again renewed as the Skins are in Fairless Hills for this one. Chris Ermer, Gus Barber, Jordan Hirsch, Ben Goldstein with us, and we'll take a look at starting lineups. Right now, the coaches, umpires meeting at home plate. And Jordan, we got a great day for this one. Great to be with you again. And you saw some preseason expectations for both of these teams. Pennsbury primarily doing it with speed. Neshaminy looking at domination in the circle as being a big part of their key to success this year.
Yeah, Pennsbury's definitely, what they're going to try to do this season is they're just going to try to play the game the right way. They're not really going to, a team that's going to hit for power. A team is just going to try to get on base with singles, run the bases well. They had 6 stolen bases in that game against Egan last week. Then for Neshaminy, they're a team that's kind of pitcher heavy, pitcher dominant. And they lost quite a bit of talent on their roster last season, and it's going to be up to their pitching this year for them to have a good season, and we're going to get a good look at that today.
Yeah, Jordan, great job with that breakdown as you were being drowned out by the Pennsbury dugout getting pumped up for today's game. And Gus, Jordan mentioning that Neshaminy looking at success in the circle being a key for them, was talking with Coach Quentz before the game, and they've gotten some good offense so far. They're 2-0 coming into today's game, and they're averaging around 11 or 12 hits per game. He said they had 13 hits against Ben Salem and 11 or 12 hits against Ryan. So for a team that is expecting the pitching to be their most important element, he said, I've really been pleased with the offense so far, too.
Yeah, that's a great thing to see for this team. When you come out early in the season, one of the few things that you like to see as your team is, are they seeing the ball good? You've seen it a lot, even in the pros, that they don't see the ball good as soon as the season starts. So to get the season going and you're ripping the cover off the ball, that's a great sign for a team, especially, like you said, that focusing on the pitching circle and trying to get that their main power and their main, winning route. It's crazy to see that their bats are just live right now in the beginning of the season.
And they're going to have to look out for Lainey Freeband. She moved from first base as a varsity starter for Pennsbury the last couple of seasons, now into the circle for the Falcons. And she's going to be helped out by a strong nucleus of performers. And as you said, Jordan, trying to play the game the right way, just continue. If they get to a rally, just continuing to do the right thing, make the right decisions to continue to move that rally on. And sometimes it might be station to station to station, but that, that works. If you can, have that consistency, have that same kind of mindset on the team.
That's the mindset that they had definitely in that. We brought up that game against Egan last week. They scored 6 runs in that first inning, mostly playing small ball, then got the big hit, triple by Presley Foote that scored 3 runs. This isn't, like I said again, this isn't a team that's going to hit the ball over the fence a whole lot, but if they're doing the little things right, they're going to have another really good season.
Well, another test for Pennsbury here today, Jordan, but they felt like in that Egan game, they answered a lot of questions that they had coming into this season. Players moving into different roles. How were things going to be? Were they going to be able to hit consistently? And they were able to get that going in that Egan game, hoping to build off that one. Neshaminy also feeling pretty good about how they're playing in the early season. So we got a great matchup for you today on WBCB. It's the McCaffrey's Game of the Day as the Pennsbury Falcons take the field, and we get set to get this one started, asking both dugouts about their preseason expectations. I guess it's pretty much the same each year. League title, district title, get into the state title. I know that's been what the Pennsbury Falcons have expected, and they run into a lot of tough competition. And certainly Neshaminy has been one of those teams. Not only is it a great rivalry, but you have 2 of the top programs in the area, Gus.
Yeah, and we look at it, Chris, you and me, we did all of Pennsbury's run last year. They were 1 win away of playing at Penn State for a state championship. They came up so close, not against Seneca Valley, I believe. But yeah, they have a lot of talent on this team, and both teams really just trying to jump off with a big win, especially against one of your crosstown rivals, Pennsbury and Neshaminy. What a great way to start this game, this season.
And the league implications make this one feel even a little bit more significant.
It's the best time of year, springtime, get the sun coming out, the weather's getting warmer, and you throw some bats on balls. It's the best time. You can't complain.
Well, we get to come back tomorrow as well. Pennsbury will be at home taking on the Truman Tigers. More high school softball here tomorrow for you. So that should be good.
What a way to start the season, too. You get Neshaminy and then Truman. 2 crosstown rivals back-to-back to start the season. You get 2 big wins here for Pennsbury. That's a statement wins for the start.
Laney Freeband in the circle. One of 2 Pennsbury Falcons that is moving on to Cornell. That's a pretty great landing spot.
Wow.
Not only a great athlete, but a great student.
You have to be to get into Cornell.
And her warm-ups are complete. In the batter's box for the Skins is Peyton Tierney, their shortstop, and we're ready to get this one underway. Tierney, a senior, awaits the first one from Freiband. Tierney to be followed by Maddie Nelson and Morgan Volgraf. Rest of the Neshaminy lineup, Lindsay Gorka in the cleanup spot. Morgan Leonhauser batting 5th with their pitcher, Riley Bilbrey, batting 6th. Ali Waski, their catcher, hitting 7th. Rachel Allen in left field, batting 8th. And Hannah Chakowski in right field, batting 9th. And stepping up there, taking a strike, is Tierney. We're underway this afternoon. WBCB, great to have you with us. Game time temperatures just under 60 degrees. Blue skies, a little bit of a breeze.
If only we had a little cover. Just a little cover would be nice.
As the righty Freiband delivers again and gets that one in there for a strike. Balls and strikes today being called by Bill Bell. Terry Shane is the umpire on the bases.
Yeah, I think he called her on the swing there. I think he said that she went. Which I do think that's the right call. It looked like she broke her wrist.
The 0-2. Takes that one for ball 1.
It's a good miss, though.
A ball, 2 strikes to Peyton Tierney. For the Falcons defensively, you got Schubel doing the catching for Freeband. Ivanchik at first, Storlazzi at second. As the pitch comes in, And it's popped up a little check swing number that will land, stay fair, and safe at first is Peyton Tierney with an infield base hit.
That's a beautiful slap bunt right there. Gets it perfectly in between the catcher, the pitcher, and the first baseman. And really, your best shot there is kind of just letting it fall and hoping it rolls foul. Because even if you pick it up, look at the runner. She's busting it out the box.
Yeah, wheels down there, getting Tierney aboard. And Jordan, it looked like if maybe she let that go, that did have the spin on it, that it might have spun out foul, you know.
Yeah, it definitely might have been worth a shot there, but got the runner on first now, got to bounce back.
Now up to bat, Maddie Nelson, the Skins third baseman. Off the bag comes Tierney and dives back there just in time. A good throw down by Schubel, almost got her.
What did the umpire call there? Was that a ball or a strike? I'm not sure. I was too focused on the pickoff. It was really close.
Yeah, it's not up on the scoreboard either. So
I don't think anybody really heard. Everybody was focused on that pickoff. That was really close, though. Something to keep an eye on. Very first pitch with a runner on. They're not afraid to throw a pickoff.
The runner goes. The throw down to second, not in time. Successful stolen base. Peyton Tierney in scoring position with nobody out in the top of the first. And it's a 1-1 count to senior Maddie Nelson.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want if you're Neshaminy. Get the leadoff runner on, move him over. Try to get him into scoring position. Because you know runs are going to be at a premium in this game.
Neshaminy with a bunch of seniors in this lineup, but some of the seniors are first-time varsity starters. A swing and a miss from Nelson. And she falls behind free band, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Fryband's 1-2 delivery, just a little bit inside, and the count evens at 2 balls, 2 strikes.
She's missing, but she's not missing by much, so you know she's hitting her spots.
Neshaminy dugout trying to cheer on Nelson. The 2-2. On the ground, picked up by Storlazzi. Her play will be to first. And she gets Maddie Nelson there. Advancing to third is Tierney. So good base running. Gets Tierney a bag, and there's 1 down for Morgan Volgraff.
Yeah, and obviously you want to get on base, but that's a great job for the hitter there to move the runner over. You only have 1 out now, pop fly, sacrifice. You could possibly score a run here. So that's a beautiful job as a runner, as the base runner. Obviously, you're the hitter. You want to get on base and get a hit, but you're doing your job. You're advancing the runner. That's what you're up there to do.
And now junior Morgan Volgraff steps back out of the batter's box. And we await the go-ahead from Bill Bell. We were joking before the game about the pitch clock. And somebody would have, I think there might have been a violation here as we've been waiting a bit. That's in there for a strike.
I don't know if they would have called it a ball on the pitcher or a strike on the batter, but somebody's getting something.
By the way, we got Phillies baseball coming back to WBCB.
It's very exciting for that.
Your spot on the radio dial for all of the Phillies action, and we return the Bull Session and the Baseball Insiders as the Phillies get back to action. Fouled back, strike 2 to Volgraff. Again, let me round out that Pennsbury defense. You got DeFinis playing shortstop, Robb at third base with Presley Foote in left, Askey in center, Morales, the freshman, out in right field. The 0-2 ground ball to shortstop, picked there, the throw in time. Nice play by DeFinis, but off on the crack of the bat was Tierney. She scores. It's a 1-0 game. Neshaminy in front. And there's 2 down for Lindsay Gorka with the bases empty.
Yeah, beautiful job there by Neshaminy. Just keep advancing the runner over and able to score them in.
Little small ball, stolen base.
Exactly. That's what you need to do sometimes, to put some numbers on the scoreboard and win a game.
That's something we were talking about that we were going to see maybe from Pennsbury. Neshaminy kind of doing it, giving Pennsbury a taste of their own medicine there in the first inning.
So they get a run off of an infield base hit in the top of the first, and now up to bat, Lindsey Gorka, the senior batting cleanup, and playing first base, takes one down low. Congratulations to the Pennsbury baseball team taking care of Neshaminy yesterday at Neshaminy High School. Man, Neshaminy's got a brand new turf field down there.
Yeah, I heard about them renovating that. Me playing a little bit down there when I was playing baseball. That's probably very exciting to see.
A beautiful looking playing surface for sure. In there at the knee for a strike.
A much needed one too, because that field over in Neshaminy I felt was getting a little older and a little, not too worn down, but it was showing its age.
Making big renovations there, football field, baseball, softball. And we had initially scheduled to do that game, but because of some of those logistic issues, I think that foul tipped off the glove of Schubel. And the count goes to 2 balls, 2 strikes with 2 down. But because I don't think they had run electricity out to that spot yet.
Makes sense. That's a shame, though, because I would have loved to see in that field. That's probably a beautiful complex so far, even though they're not finished with it yet.
The 2-2, swing and a miss, got her.
Big pitch.
And Gorka goes down. The side is retired. Neshaminy gets a run. They lead it 1-0 on 1 hit, 1 run, nobody left on. We go to the bottom of the first, high school softball on WBCB. Pennsbury hosting Neshaminy. McCaffrey's Food Market's game of the day. McCaffrey's exceptional every day in the Edgewood Village Shopping Center, 635 Heacock Road in Yardley, and the villages of Newtown, 2890 South Eagle Road. And portions of today's game also made possible by DiLorenzo's, the Berg Pizza, 8919 New Falls Road, just down the street from Pennsbury High School. The best pizza around. Tyler DiLorenzo, he's got that original Trenton tomato pie, outstanding gourmet pizzas, including their world-famous mustard pie. Also soups, fresh salads, hot sandwiches, homemade pasta, and it's all served in a safe, clean environment. DiLorenzo's, you can give them a call. They'll have it ready for you, 215-943-2605. See what everyone's talking about. DiLorenzo's, the Berg Pizza, and they also do catering. So check them out in the Vermilion Square, 8919 New Falls Road in Levittown. And we thank them for supporting Pennsbury High School athletics on WBCB. For the Falcons, their lineup at the top is Liv Zerniak, their designated player, and she'll be followed by Ava Storlazzi, the second baseman. Batting third is Sammy Robb. Robb batting third and playing third base. Lainey Freeband pitching, and she's in the cleanup spot with Taylor Askey batting fifth. Anna Ivanchik batting sixth. Hannah DeFinis is in the seventh spot. Naya Schubel batting eighth. You got Presley Foote in the 9-hole as the first one wide to Zerniak for ball one. And their flex player, Bella Morales, rounds out that Pennsbury lineup.
They're making some noise over in this dugout here, Chris.
I love softball chants. They're so catchy.
Bilbrey winds and fires and maybe lost the grip on that one. Way up high and wide.
Just a bit high.
Bilbrey 2-0 in this early season. Off to a great start, but it feels like kind of a different atmosphere here when you get Neshaminy and Pennsbury going at each other. That one comes a bit inside for ball 3.
There's just a little extra juice when it comes to PHS, NHS. As a Pennsbury alum, I always remember these were the games we always wanted.
And the consistency these two programs have shown in the recent years, that's in their called strike. Zerniak taking. The freshman, a good all-around player. And you need to be to step into this lineup as a freshman and be, expected to do all the roles of a leadoff hitter. That's good contact right to shortstop Tierney, though, and her throw in time to get Zerniak. One away in the bottom of the first.
Just ask our own Ben. The freshmen are taking over, Chris.
Great to have Ben Goldstein back with us. Was with us for high school football, high school basketball. Keeping some stats. He'll be with our players of the game after today's contest. A little post-game interview with Ben Goldstein. Neshaminy creeps the infield in for Storlazzi, lays the bunt down, and with wheels, she's able to get a base hit.
Absolutely beautiful punt there.
Put it just past Nelson at third.
You couldn't have played it any better if you were trying to lay down a bunt again.
Yeah, if you rolled that one out there with your hand, that's exactly where you'd place the softball. Yeah. And then Storlazzi, no doubt about it, she was able to get there with her speed and quickness. And right now, really, Neshaminy leaving second base
clock violation.
Uncovered. As the bunt is shown, the throw down to second bounces off of Tierney, and in there safely with the stolen base is Storlazzi.
That's interesting too, because you just said they were very far off second, so that stealing attempt, the shortstop had to run over to try to cover the bag there.
So stepping back in now, Sammy Robb, the junior. Impressive season last year.
Wasn't she just in the left-hander's box? She's gonna confuse me.
Takes a strike. Talk about versatility.
Switch hitter.
Step across the plate like that. Keeps everybody a little bit off guard. 1-1, the count to Robb.
Even got to keep us on our toes.
Bilbrey delivers, and it's lined into left field. Moving up a bag is Storlazzi. That forces a throw to third base that gets past third, but good backup by Neshaminy. And the corners now for Pennsbury is Robb with a solid base hit.
Yeah,
best contact of the day so far.
That ball was scorched off the bat, but scorched a little too hard that it almost made a close play there for third. But now you got a great situation if you're Pennsbury. First and third, only one out.
And one of your best hitters up to bat.
Yeah.
Can help her own cause. This free band. Set to go against Bilbrey. Pitch in there, the runner goes, the throw to second. They got her, but it's a double steal. And coming home to score is Storlazzi. So the Pennsbury Falcons sacrifice an out there for a run. And we're all tied up 1-1 in the bottom of the first.
Yeah, and if you're Pennsbury, you couldn't have scripted any better. That's what you're trying to do with that steal attempt, trying to bait the throw, because you know you have speed on third, so as soon as the throw goes, that runner's taken off, and that's exactly what they did, and they played it to perfection. The only downside is they got thrown out at second.
Right, yeah.
But you did exactly what you needed to do, was score the run.
Down low to Freeban. And a 1-0 count to the Pennsbury pitcher.
not sure what they called that first pitch on that stealing attempt, but I think it might be another ball.
No doubt about that one. It's up high for ball 2.
Oh, they called the first one a strike. Okay.
So 2 balls, a strike to Freeband.
I'll tell you, I really like the loud umpires. These soft-spoken umpires, you can't hear nothing, especially with this Pennsbury dugout right now. Holy!
Ball 3. Good eye at the plate. Falcons feeling like, kind of ran into some bad luck with bad weather. They didn't get as many reps in, as much practice as they would have liked to get into this part of the season. That's ball 4. Good job by Freeband to work the walk. And with 2 down, she's at first for center fielder Taylor Askey. And both Freeband and Askey going to Cornell. And they're the 2 seniors in this lineup. And so, in that role and with the experience that they bring in, they're really going to be asked to step up. Here's an opportunity for Askey to do just that with a runner at first, and the ball game tied up at 1 in the bottom of the first. Up high, ball 1 from Bilbrey. Anna Evanchik in the on-deck circle.
Yeah, right now she's thrown 8 balls and only 4 strikes. She can't. Maybe has a little trouble finding her command right now early in this game.
Down low, swing and a miss. That looked like another one outside of the zone, but Askey chased.
Yeah, just one of those ones, if you're a hitter, you just got to be frustrated with yourself. You know what's going on with the pitcher, and you're just giving him one.
One from Bilbrey upstairs for ball 2. We got the varsity action in front of us, the JV game behind us. This can be an area, get some foul ball action that can.
We better keep our head on a swivel over here.
Somebody just yells incoming. You got to duck. Another one upstairs.
No, the one thing I never understood, why do they say heads up if they're trying to say keep your head down, cover your head? Shouldn't you say heads down instead of heads up?
It's one of those age-old mysteries.
I don't know. I'm a former baseball player, so I look up and I try to catch the ball. Whoa.
Wind picks up.
Wind picking up, almost blowing me over.
3-1 pitch.
Oh, that's smoked.
That's deep to right.
That's
and
smoked.
That's out of here. A 2-run home run. Taylor Askey sends it out to right field, and the Pennsbury Falcons are in front 3-1 in the bottom of the first. Maybe the wind helping that one just a bit, Jordan, because as I'm looking out there towards right field, feeling that breeze blowing that way.
Yeah, this wind is blowing straight out to right. Something I like to do, I know a lot of Major League Baseball players will do. They'll pick up a piece of grass pregame, toss it up in the air to just get the direction of the wind. When I did that pregame, it is straight out to right.
I mean, that one was a shot, though. That probably would have gotten out on a day with no breeze, Gus.
That was smoked, that ball. She crushed that right off the bat. You could tell that was going to be at least either a double or a round tripper.
So now Falcons up 3-1, 2 down, and at the plate is first baseman Anna Evanchik.
Ooh, home runs get me so excited.
And now a busy bottom of the first for Bilbrey. She's thrown more than 20 pitches on this next one. Ground ball to first. And Gorka takes it to the bag to get Evanchik unassisted. And Neshaminy through the inning, but not before Pennsbury doing damage. 3 runs on 2 hits. Oh, no, 3 runs on 3 hits for the Falcons. And they leave the bases empty. We go to the second. 3-1 lead for the Pennsbury Falcons over the Neshaminy Redskins. It's high school softball on the WBCB Sports Network, and we'll return in just a moment.
Are you living with relentless pain? St. Mary has a new way to help. Knee and hip replacements with a smarter process for faster recovery, earning prestigious awards for quality and value. A rapid recovery program has you walking just hours after surgery, and breakthrough advances such as custom-fit joints position you for a longer pain-free life. 215-710-5888. St. Mary Orthopedics. It's your health. Expect more.
Back at Pennsbury High School, Falcons with a big 2-run homer from Taylor Askey. Puts them in front against their rival Neshaminy.
Crooked numbers, that's what you like to see if you're Pennsbury.
Leading off for the Skins,
625.
senior Morgan Leonhauser. Man, that's the tendency, it seems like, with teams anymore, even at the major league level, where they're referring to some numbers.
Yeah, they got like a quarterback wristband and stuff like that. Always thought it was interesting.
Freeman throws that one up there, and it's fouled off.
Because you know each number stands for something. So it's like 6, and then a 2 for something, and then a 5. You got to add it up. The middle number, maybe? Maybe some of the numbers are decoy. Let's ask him. He's right here, Chris.
Well, it's like when they flashed the signals over there. Like, some of them were just dummy signals. Some of them meant something. They would change them up.
And as a former catcher, for me, I remember there was times where you would get runners on second, and you would have to throw a couple signs out there for the pitcher and be like, all right, it's either the first one or the last one.
Yeah, I think the numbers can simplify things. 1-1 count here to Leonhauser. She leads it off for the Skins in the top of the second and fouls that one off. Falls behind 1 ball, 2 strikes. Leonhauser to be followed by Bilbrey and Waski. I asked Coach Quentz about what Neshaminy thinks about Pennsbury, and as the pitch comes in, ground ball. DeFinis has it, and a strong throw in time. Leonhauser gunned down, 1 down in the top of the second. Asked him about this matchup and, what are you planning with the Pennsbury Falcons? He said, we know this team so well. It's not really, he gave me the impression it's not really a team that we have to game plan for much because these players know each other.
Yeah, a lot of these girls, they play on some teams outside of school. Neighborhoods are right next to each other.
Right. They come into this kind of game already with an understanding of what they're up against and what they're going to be expected to do.
Yeah.
Bilbrey takes a strike. Freeband doing a really good job of working the strike zone, it seems, Jordan.
Yeah, I mean, she's gotten now 1 strikeout, 3 ground balls, forcing weak contact.
And now it's a 1-1 count. In there for another called strike.
Seems like she's gotten ahead of pretty much every hitter so far today.
Winds and fires the 1-2. That's sent out to right field. Morales over to get it near the line. She makes the catch. 2 down in the top of the second. Good job reading that one by the freshman. Asking Pennsbury about her before the game, and they said she's fast, has a great first step. And one of the things helping her get to that ball and making it look like a pretty easy play. Down low, ball one here to catcher, Ali Waski. Neshaminy getting their run in the top of the first off of a leadoff base hit, and that's going to be a 1-2-3 inning. Evanchik flips to Storlazzi, who covers first. So that's a 3-4 putout of Ali Waski, and a much easier second inning for Laney Freeband. No runs, no hits, nobody left on base. We go to the bottom of the second. Pennsbury 3, Neshaminy 1. Today's game brought to you by McCaffrey's Food Markets. Thanks also to Jammer Doors and Windows, a fourth-generation family-owned and operated business. Since 1920, showrooms in Lawrenceville and Yardley. Jammer provides sales, service, installation of garage doors and openers, featuring Raynor garage doors, both steel and aluminum. Raynor garage doors crafted for durability. Jammer also has entry doors, patio doors, storm doors, and windows, and they do their own work and installation using no subcontractors. Visit their showroom at 2850 Brunswick Pike on Business Route 1 in Lawrenceville, and their Yardley showroom is open by appointment. Call 215-493-7709. Jammer Doors and Windows, 101 years of quality and commitment, and an A+ Better Business Bureau rating.
So, Chris, we had our Jammer Doors Jam of the Night for basketball. What are we doing for baseball, softball season? I'm thinking DiLorenzo's Dinger of the Game, and I think we already might have had it.
Yeah, Taylor Askey with a dinger in the bottom of the first.
With our DiLorenzo's Dinger of the Game already.
And that one was a 2-run shot, and it looked like Bilbrey was about to get herself out of the inning, and looked like Neshaminy and Pennsbury were going to have similar first innings.
And we talked about it in the pregame, for a team that doesn't really hit a lot of long balls, that was a shot.
Yeah, that 2-run homer with 2 down might just be our DiLorenzo's Dinger of the Game, indeed.
I like that sound. I like it.
Leading off here, junior Hannah DeFinis fouls it back into the backstop. That time it looked like Bilbrey really kind of rearing back and bringing the heat on that delivery. Waski and Bilbrey getting on the same page, and it's popped up. Drifting back, shortstop Tierney. And Peyton Tierney makes the catch. One away on the pop out. Brings to the plate Naya Schubel. Junior Naya Schubel ready to go against Bilbrey. And she's one of many Pennsbury Falcons getting her first varsity experience. Sends that one out to center field. Volgraf is there under it. And she makes the catch. 2 down.
Yeah, and with you're going to see some new faces on this Pennsbury team, especially with a couple players that they lost last year. A couple good players that they lost last year. I think they lost a really good pitcher, too. I think Ainsley McClure.
Yep.
I remember watching her in the playoffs and just being so dominant. So to still see that they still have a lot of talent still on this team, and they could just, next man up kind of mentality for this Pennsbury softball team. And we've seen it for years now. This softball team's been great.
And here is one of the familiar faces for us. Presley Foote has been a big part of this softball program for the last number of seasons, and also a part of Pennsbury girls basketball. And so she brings that varsity experience and a ton of leadership to this group. 0-1 pitch to her.
Yeah, real good spark plug for that Pennsbury girls basketball team. But softball time comes around, this is where it's her time to shine. You know, when the diamond comes out, she's ready to play.
She falls behind, no balls, 2 strikes. And she's got the kind of speed, if she can just put one in play.
I wouldn't be surprised if there wasn't 2 outs. She'd maybe take a bunt attempt.
That's ripped, smoked. Down the left field line, extra bases for Foote as she slides into second with the double. So maybe another 2-out rally for Pennsbury. Foote in scoring position.
Yeah, and she just told me to eat my words. Who said to bunt? I'm going to smoke it for a double.
Yeah, great contact there. And top of the lineup is Liv Zerniak, who grounded out her first plate appearance, is set to go, and she's got a runner in scoring position.
Speedy runner, too. One of these situations, you get it just a little tap out single. You might score, Presley.
Comes in just a little bit wide. And a possibility that they might get Presley Foote moving.
Yeah.
She's got the kind of speed where maybe they'd try to have her steal third.
She stole a lot of bases last year. Always a threat, no matter how many outs, no matter what position.
The 1-0 way up high.
You know, that's something that Brebe kind of struggled with in the first inning, was those balls up high. That was the first one there in the second, so looks like she's made an adjustment.
The 2-0. That's down low, so missed up high, missed down low, and now a 3-0 count to Zerniak.
Got to be real careful here. Open base at first, worst case.
Over this first inning and 2/3, Bilbrey already throwing more than 30 pitches. Delivers up high and walks Zerniak.
But Jordan was exactly right there. It doesn't hurt you too much, though, because you have that first base open. So now you just have 2 men on with 2 outs. We love free bases. We love free bases. I love these chants, man.
Up to bat now is Ava Storlazzi.
I have too much fun during baseball and softball season, as you can tell.
Storlazzi with a base hit, stolen base, a run scored her first time up. Neshaminy brings that infield in, and it's a line drive picked by Tierney for out number 3. So Ava Storlazzi with a line out, and the Falcons unable to come up with any runs, although they got a couple of runners out there. No runs in the inning, 2 hits for the Pennsbury Falcons, and they leave 2 on base. 2 complete, and the Falcons in front 3-1 in Fairless Hills. High school softball, McCaffrey's game of the day on WBCB, and we'll get back to it in just a moment.
Former Philly Tommy Green, and here's the pitch. It's time to fill up your pool. BCWSA offers easy and cost-effective bulk water delivery throughout Bucks County for $180. They will deliver 5,500 gallons of clean water right to your pool. It's a faster way to fill your pool, and you won't have the increased sewer bill by filling it yourself. And if you're on well water, you won't need to worry about the well drying up. Call BCWSA today at 800-222-2068, extension 113, and schedule water delivery, or visit bcwsa.net.
Top of the 3rd in the McCaffrey's game of the day. Falcons on top of the Skins, 3-1. Chris Irmer with Gus Barber, Jordan Hirsch, and Ben Goldstein. Great to have you with us. And for Neshaminy, Rachel Allen, the senior left fielder, will get the inning started for the Skins. She'll be followed by Hannah Chakowski, and then they'll flip the lineup. That'll be second time up for Peyton Tierney. First one up at the eyeballs from Freeband, ball one.
That'll wake you up.
Little chin music.
Those were the worst. I hated those whenever I was going at the bat and I knew there was a pitcher who had some heat to him, and they come right to the head. Because you seen today, Fryband's got some heat to these balls.
Wines down low that time. A 2-0 count for Allen. The 2-0 maybe a little bit inside. That looked pretty good from here. But ball three called by home plate umpire Bill Bell.
Yeah, sometimes you just got to feel the umpire out and figure out the zone. Sometimes they're going to call them, sometimes they're not.
The 3-0, a called strike. Yeah, last time Tierney was up, had a little bloop pop-up that got her to first base. There, swing and a miss. We got a full count. Yeah, got to first, stole a base. Got moved over to third and ended up scoring the only runs so far today for the Skins. There, takes up high. And she walks. So Peyton Tierney. Allen now up there at first base.
I resisted myself that time, Chris, to join in with the chant, but it was hard. It was hard. They're so catchy.
First pitch in there. Chakowski takes one for a strike.
There's some pop to that glove, too, when Fryband delivers those fastballs. Woo-wee. As a former catcher, I can feel my hand being sore.
The 0-1, she turns to bunt, lays down a beauty right in front of the plate to throw, in time to get her.
Beautiful bunt, though, because gets it down, gets to advance the runner.
Allen up to second base.
Had some crazy spin on it, too.
Good job by Schubel behind the plate to pop out there as the catcher. And get the force out at first. One away. And here's Tierney at the plate. In there for strike one to Tierney. Freeband delivers that one and just kind of spoiling that pitch, pokes the bat out and falls behind. No balls, 2 strikes. The 0-2, just a bit outside. Up high with the 1-2, and the count evens. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Big thanks to McCaffrey's Food Markets for their support of high school athletics on WBCB. This is the McCaffrey's Game of the Day. McCaffrey's exceptional every day. 2-2 pitch from Freeband. Dribbled, fair, and they get her at first base. Meanwhile, moving up to third is Rachel Allen. And she stands at third base with 2 down for Maddie Nelson.
Man, that was really close to not being a fair ball, though.
Yeah.
I think that was like just in front of the plate there.
Another good job by Schubel defensively behind the plate. This one's popped up. Looking for it as Morales comes flying in from right field and makes the grab. And sets down Maddie Nelson and the Neshaminy Skins in the top of the third with no runs and no hits. They do leave one runner on base. As we go to the bottom of the third, the Falcons holding a 3-1 lead in McCaffrey's game of the day, and it's brought to you by McCaffrey's Food Markets in the Edgewood Village Shopping Center, 635 Heacock Road in Yardley, and the villages of Newtown, 2890 South Eagle Road. Want to remind you again, the Pennsbury High School Class of 73 50th reunion is coming up. You can find out more details online, Pennsbury 1973 50threunion.org is the website to find out more. Fun, there can be music, dancing, catch up with your Pennsbury friends from across the years. It's happening on May the 6th at Westaby Hall. And again, check out more details online, Pennsbury 1973 50threunion.org. Coming up on May the 6th. Bottom of the third, and for Pennsbury, Sam Robb up to bat. Robb had a solid smash out to left field her first time up. Certainly one of the most potent offensive weapons in this Falcon lineup this season. Takes one that's in there for a strike from Bilbrey.
Yeah, she's going to be a big bat for this Pennsbury team this season. She's going to be able to score in a lot of runs, hopefully.
Looked like Bilbrey kind of pulled the string playing with the speed of that last pitch.
Yeah, and as a pitcher, that'll really mess up the timing as a hitter.
Another one out to left for Sam Robb. Another solid base hit.
Another hard hit ball. Like to see those if you're Pennsbury.
Yeah, solid contact, and we've seen Robb go to left field a couple of times. Presley Foote be able to yank one out to left. And now Lainey Freeband gets her second chance at the plate. First time up, she walked. And lays a bunt down, and that's going to drift just foul down the third baseline.
See, and that's exactly what Pennsbury could have done in the first inning. With those bunts, if they're close to the line, just if you know you're not going to have a chance, just let them keep rolling. Hopefully it'll roll out in foul territory.
Yeah, Freeband worked that walk her first time up, Jordan, and that was pretty important for Pennsbury because she was on base when Askey went deep. Gave them that extra run.
Yeah, I mean, Pennsbury's doing a great job getting on the base pass and causing havoc. Wouldn't be surprised to see her try to drop down another bunt right here. Try to advance the runner.
The 0-1. In there for a strike, a ball and a strike. It'll be 0-2 count now to Freeband. Kind of goes to the point that you made in our Trentonian pregame show, Jordan, about the Falcons wanting to play the right way. You know, Freeband, a patient at-bat her first time up, turns the lineup over to Askey, and the Falcons, you know, it pays dividends for them.
Yeah, and so far they've done a really good job of that. We've got a pop-up here.
Calling for it is Nelson, and she secures it.
You know, they've
One down.
They've also done a really good job of, I mean, not just obviously getting on base and playing the small ball, but they've got those extra base hits making really good contact. A lot of balls being pulled, getting the bat head out right now, and it's paying dividends like you said.
Askey had our DiLorenzo's dinger her first time up, went deep out to right field. Gets her second AB this afternoon. Pennsbury holding a 2-run advantage. She's got Robb at first, takes down low for ball one.
You know, she's standing way up in that batter's box there. Kind of got her front foot on the front edge of the box. See right here.
She awaits the 1-0. Here it is. Hits her. Gets her right on the shoulder. Moves Rob up to second as Taylor Askey is hit by a pitch.
Retaliation.
That's kind of old school.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, she didn't look too happy about it either.
No.
You know it's not on purpose, but you know that's as a hitter, that's the first thing you think of. It's like, why did I got to get hit? Is it because I hit the home run?
Brings up Anna Evanchik.
Never feels good either to get hit right there.
It does give the Falcons another base runner. 2 on, 1 down. Bottom of the third. Comes in for a strike on Evanchik. Her first time up, she grounded one over to Gorka at first, who was able to take it to the bag unassisted to end the first inning. Bilbrey winds, fires the 1-0 on the ground, taken at second by Leonhauser. Her play over to first base in time to get Evanchik on the force out. There's 2 down, but moving up to third is Rob. Taylor Askey now at second base, so 2 in scoring position for junior shortstop Hannah DeFinis.
Big spot she's in. Could possibly put up a crooked number. Or nothing.
Got a feeling this is a real. Go ahead, Chris. Sorry.
Kind of a feast or famine kind of situation. Her first time up, she popped out
2 runners in scoring position, but you got 2 outs.
Feel like she just got underneath the ball the first time she was up. This time sends it deeper out to left field, but drifting back with the catch is Allen. A nice job there by Rachel Allen in left. And the Falcons get 2 in scoring position, but are turned away in the bottom of the third. No runs, got 1 hit, and leave 2 runners on base. So over the past 2 innings, the Falcons have left 4 aboard as we're through 3 complete. High school softball on WBCB. It's Pennsbury 3, Neshaminy 1. We're coming back with more in just a moment. With you from Pennsbury High School today as WBCB begins our spring high school sports coverage. We'll have Pennsbury softball, Pennsbury baseball, other SOL action will be over across the Delaware River in Mercer County, New Jersey for a bunch of Notre Dame Irish, Steinert Spartan, and the Hamilton West.
I remember doing a lot of Steinert last year. They're a fun baseball team to watch.
We got a lot of great games coming your way on WBCB throughout the spring. Great way to kick it off with Pennsbury hosting Neshaminy here from Fairless Hills, and that's in there for a strike from Freeband.
Who doesn't love baseball and softball, Chris? It's the best time of year.
It's Morgan Volgraff at the plate for the Skins. Center fielder getting her second crack at it. First time up, she grounded to short. This time pops it up.
Oh, that's going to be difficult.
Short center field. Good job to read that one by Taylor Askey. And it looked like it could have been trouble, but made that look like a pretty easy play. A good job reading that one from out there.
Yeah, you hate as a fielder, you hate those kind because it goes like kind of in a dead zone where it's in between the second baseman, the shortstop, and the center fielder. And you just got all kind of confusing. But a great job there by the center fielder to call it off, make sure she got it, and run in and get it.
Up to the plate now Lindsey Gorka. Gorka, the only strikeout victim today for Freeband. Takes down low. Freeband adjusts the sunglasses. Delivers the 1-0. Ground ball. Backhand play by Storlazzi. And her throw gets Gorka for out number 2.
That was a good play there, too. It looked kind of routine, but that's how good of a play it was. She made it look routine.
So with 2 down now, bases empty. Morgan Leonhauser up to bat. Yeah, that was pretty tricky. Had to
because that
move
was
to her right,
hard
backhand that one.
Hard hit ball, have to go up the middle for a second baseman. Backhand it, turn to the first baseman. Not an easy play, but she made it look very easy.
Good defense here in the top of the 4th for Pennsbury.
I know, I couldn't make the play. I was a first baseman and a catcher. I wasn't moving.
Up to bat here, Leonhauser. Grounded out her first time up, fouls that one back. So a ball and a strike to Leonhauser. With Neshaminy's pitcher, Riley Bilbrey, in the on-deck circle. 1-1. Popped out to center, and coming in for it is Askey. And there she had to get that one on the sprint. Great catch. 2 putouts in center fielder, out in center field by Taylor Askey. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for Neshaminy in the top of the 4th. We go to the bottom of the 4th. No runs, no hits, nobody left on for the Skins. And Pennsbury holding on to that 3-1 lead. Today's game brought to you by DiLorenzo's Pizza, the Berg Pizza, at 8919 New Falls Road in Levittown, owned and operated by 3rd-generation family member Tyler DiLorenzo. And Tyler, he uses all the same recipes his great-grandparents did back in the 1940s in Trenton's famous Chambersburg section. Try the only original Trenton tomato pie, or check out their other gourmet pizzas, their mustard pie, great soups, outstanding fresh salads, hot sandwiches, homemade pasta dishes, all served in a safe, clean environment you can eat in, take out. Call 215-943-2605. That's 215-943-2605. DiLorenzo's, the Berg Pizza, and they also do catering for all affairs. DiLorenzo's in the Vermilion Square, 8919 New Falls Road. And we thank them for their support of high school athletics on WBCB. And yeah, if you have not checked out DiLorenzo's, you got to check them out. Grab that Trenton tomato pie. Really everything they do is outstanding. Bottom of the 4th, here's catcher Naya Schubel up to bat for Pennsbury as Bilbrey winds and fires, and that one is going to land for a base hit just over Tierney at shortstop. And Schubel aboard. 1 on, nobody out for junior Presley Foote.
Yeah, and we just talked about that little dead zone out there and where that ball can land, and it can be tricky. And right there, Pennsbury getting a base hit, just landing in that little dead zone. Or as I like to call it, no man's land.
I think the Neshaminy baseball team is heading out.
I think that's a Pennsbury team.
No, Pennsbury baseball, excuse me. It's heading out to the outfield. A bunt laid down by Presley Foote. The throw to first is in time to get her, but the sacrifice successful as Schubel moves up to second base. So a sacrifice bunt laid down by Presley Foote puts another runner in scoring position for the Falcons. Good job by Waski behind the dish for the Skins. Coach Quentz came out there, Jordan. Was he questioning the call at second base?
I couldn't really tell. He only came out there and talked to the umpire for a quick second. Just trying to figure that out. He might have been, though. It was clear that foot was out at first, so I think that would have been the only thing.
Yeah. It was a pretty brief discussion as Pennsbury to the top of the lineup. Third time to the plate today for Liv Zerniak. She's got a ground out and a walk so far. And now bats with Schubel at second, takes a strike. One down, one on. Bottom of the fourth, feels like a big spot in this game. Falcons holding on to this 2-run advantage. And there's a line drive into the glove of Tierney. A tailor-made line drive right into the teeth of the Neshaminy defense. Pretty good contact there from Zerniak. But the Falcons unable to advance a runner, and with 2 down, they bring Ava Storlazzi up to bat. Storlazzi 1 for 2 with a base hit and a line out today. That's a line drive, and it's fair. Right down the left field line. Rounding third and heading home. But gunned down at the plate is Schubel. No, they're going to say she was safe. Looked like the tag was applied.
I think they're saying runner interference. Or catcher interference, maybe. Blocking the path of the runner.
Waski was coming out from behind the plate, and I guess didn't give a clear path over there.
But it did look like kind of the ball was taking her that way, so.
The run makes it 4-1 Pennsbury.
Huh.
In to score catcher Naya Schubel. So Storlazzi does her job, and she actually made it all the way up to second base. And now at the plate, Sam Robb. Robb 2 for 2.
That could be a big call, though, going into that game with that extra run for Pennsbury.
And there was no argument from Neshaminy on that call at all. I saw the throw was there and the runner was coming in. And I kind of assumed the call at the plate. The 1-1. Ground ball knocked down by Bilbrey. Her throw to first in time to get Robb and to get out of the inning. Sam Robb grounds it back to the pitcher. And Pennsbury adds one more, making it 4-1. That run coming on 2 hits. And the Falcons, after 4, in front 4-1 in Fairless Hills. Today's game brought to you by BAI Security Systems. And they are doing more than just securing your home or your business. BAI Security in Yardley, they now offer medical alerts for seniors, trip or fall or homebound. These are the same medical alerts you see advertised on TV, but they're now available from BAI Security and monitored locally 24/7 by BAI Security. And BAI Security also offers fire extinguishers, sales, maintenance, and inspection of fire extinguishers for complete security, including wireless security systems, remote systems, fire alarm systems. They've got it all at BAI Security, even carbon monoxide warning systems and medical alert bracelets. Call BAI Security in Lower Bucks at 215-493-1414. That number again, 215-943-1414, or visit BAInow.com. That's BAInow.com. So today's game was supposed to be played yesterday afternoon. Couldn't play because of field conditions, but the Pennsbury baseball team traveled to Neshaminy and won a game over there against the Skins, and now they're out in center field rooting on the Pennsbury softball team. As up to bat for Neshaminy.
Pennsbury trying to get a clean sweep of Neshaminy this week.
Bilbrey at the plate, takes up and in. And Freeband falls behind. 2 balls, no strikes. Here to the first batter she's looking at in the top of the 5th. Freeband winds, delivers, well hit out to center field, but right to Taylor Askey. Makes the grab, 1 down. I mean, that might have been the most solid contact Neshaminy has had against Freeband. Mentioned in our Trentonian pregame activities, Jordan, that the Skins had been hitting the ball pretty well. Coach Quentz was happy with the offense coming into today's game. It has been cooled down significantly by Freeband in the circle.
Yeah, she's been forcing a lot of weak contact, a lot of ground balls, fly ball there, but Askey making her 3rd grab of the game. And that one she kind of started in on, had a range back, but she's looked really good out there in center. Also got that home run, so probably a leader for player of the game right now.
Well, Ben Goldstein will have our DiLorenzo's player of the game after today's contest on WBCB. And yeah, certainly Taylor Askey, a great nominee at this point. 2-run homer, good defense. That ball comes in down low to catcher Ali Waski. I thought that was ball. That was called a ball,
I
right?
thought it was called a ball too, but
they have that as a strike.
scoreboard says that as a strike.
So I believe we got an 0-2 count now. And that is what home plate umpire Bill Bell
Alrighty.
indicates. The 0-2. Out to center field. Who's there? Taylor Askey, right spot. And again, makes it look pretty easy.
Yeah, right on cue there, another one.
So 2 down for left fielder Rachel Allen. Ball down low. The other player that always is in one of those spots to be our player of the game. If you're in the circle in high school softball, you have, I mean, it's such a big part of the outcome of the game. Laney really has been throwing well. Mentioned how she cooled off this Neshaminy offense, had been averaging around 11 hits per game.
Yeah, really silencing these Neshaminy bats today. Doing a great job.
She's only given up 1 hit, and that was a little bloop pop-up that landed in front of the pitcher, and kind of a weird, fluky infield base hit for Neshaminy.
Yeah, she's commanded the plate real well today, too, gotten ahead of a lot of the hitters that she's faced.
The 2-1 to Allen. Misses low, and now 3 balls and a strike. And she hasn't been behind many hitters. You mentioned earlier today, Jordan, that she's pretty much been in front of everybody.
Maybe a little announcer jinx, though, there, 3-1.
Gets her swinging to run the count full. Chris Ermer, Gus Barber, Jordan Hirsch with you from Fairless Hills, PA, on a pretty nice day for our first spring athletics contest. That pitch down low, ball 4, as Allen with a good at-bat, and she gets the free pass at first with 2 down for Hannah Jakowski. First walk today from Freeband. Goes to your point, Jordan, about how she's been commanding the plate, the strike zone.
Works ahead here, 0-1.
Talking about Phillies baseball coming back to WBCB. Big day tomorrow. Ball is wide. We get some Major League Baseball happening.
Yeah, we got a verse DeGrom, though. DeGrom? Thought he left.
Well, I mean, he's just bound to get hurt or something, probably.
Yeah, he can't throw that many innings.
Ball just a little bit high. 2-0 count to Hannah Jakowski.
His wind's picking up a little bit here.
Skins looking for a 2-out rally in the top of the 5th. The 2-1 fouled off. 2-2 to Jakowski. Expectations pretty high for this Phillies team after they went to the World Series last year. And was sad to see Reese go down like he did. That was a
heartbreaker. Cried a little bit.
2-2. I know you're an emotional guy, but
I'm a very emotional guy, and that was something that I could not take.
The runner goes on that pitch. A stolen base for Rachel Island. So Neshaminy now with a runner in scoring position. Two from Freeband. Lined out to center, and it's actually in right center field. That lands for a base hit and an RBI. Allen comes around to score, and it's a 4-2 game. Neshaminy cuts that lead down on a nice RBI. Jakowski finally finds the gaps. Got a number of balls hit out to center field, but that one, really no shot for Morales or for Askey out there.
That one was smoked out into the gap.
And splits those defenders almost perfectly.
Yeah, you couldn't have scripted it any better if you were in Neshaminy there. Couldn't have put it in a better spot.
And allows them to chip into this 3-run lead a bit. A 2-out RBI from Jakowski. She also flips the lineup back to Tierney.
And that's another thing, like we didn't say. That was 2 outs there. That's a little 2-out rally little going.
Tierney spins out of that one. Inside pitch.
Looks like they're asking
Bill, the third base umpire trying to get Bill Bell to reach out to his partner for I guess they thought that one went off the elbow.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I didn't. Usually if you're the home plate umpire, you can hear those kind of things.
The 1-0. Fouled back, a ball and a strike to Peyton Tierney. She's got a base hit, stolen base, a run scored today. Also worked a walk. So far she's 1 for 2 with that walk. Freeband with the 1-1. Grounded out to center field. And Neshaminy gonna have to stop Jakowski at second, as Askey was on it pretty quickly. But Tierney with a base hit to keep this 2-out opportunity for Neshaminy alive. And now up to bat for them, Maddie Nelson. Nelson 0 for 2 thus far. Lady Freeband delivers that one up there. It goes off of Schubel. And both runners advance for the Skins. They got Jakowski at third now, Tierney at second. And now an opportunity for Maddie Nelson potentially to tie this thing up with an RBI. Neshaminy will send a pinch runner to second base. That's Liv McGrory. So McGrory running for Tierney. Represents the tying run in the top of the 5th.
Talk about an eventful inning with just not just the scoring and the base running, but people asking for certain calls. And
it seemed like it was going to be a sleeper to start.
Yeah.
A couple of a fly out and a line out to center field.
yeah,
Two quick outs for Neshaminy.
Yeah, Neshaminy's putting on a 2-out rally right now.
The 1-0 ground ball knocked down by DeFinis, and she'll throw in time. She never really cleanly got that one, but good poise by the shortstop to just hang with it, make a strong throw, and she gets Maddie Nelson for out number 3. A clutch play by the Falcons. Neshaminy, they do get one more run. To make it a 4-2 game, they get that one run on two hits in the inning. And they leave some runners stranded there. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Pennsbury still in front. 4-2 our score in the McCaffrey's game of the day. Want to let you know portions of today's game brought to you by McCaffrey's Food Markets, 635 Heacock Road in Yardley. And they're in the villages of Newtown, 2890 South Eagle Road. McCaffrey's, exceptional every day. And for the class of 1973, it's amazing how time flies. Your 50th reunion coming up. May 6th is the date. It's going to happen at Westoby Hall. And it's been 50 years since graduation. Fun, music, dancing, catch up with Pennsbury friends from across the years. Learn more about the event Pennsbury 1973 50th reunion.org. That's Pennsbury 1973 50th reunion.org. And thanks also to Jammer Doors and Windows, a 4th-generation family-owned and operated business since 1920, and they are proud to be bringing you portions of today's Pennsbury Falcons softball on WBCB. Falcons hosting the Skins, up 2 runs as Freeband takes strike 1.
Come on, Chris.
Ben
we're doing the Falcon
Goldstein.
flap.
Yeah, I see you guys doing the Falcon flap.
Falcons, Fly.
Neshaminy Pennsbury trying to get Freiband into it as that's popped up. And
Ooh.
a nice grab by Waski.
That's a really nice grab. I like that. Those are hard. Those are very hard for a catcher. So I feel that pain right there, trying to figure out the spin and the wind and where it's coming down. But beautiful play there.
Yeah, and then at the very last minute, she made a stab at it.
Because it always moves at the last minute. It's somehow you think you got it, and then all of a sudden the last second, whoop, I'm going to go to the left.
Great catch. Freeband pops out. 1 down. Here's Askey. Up to bat, Taylor Askey with a home run. She was hit by a pitch. Takes ball 1 from Bilbrey.
Our Di Lorenzo's dinger of the game. It's going to stick. I'm going to get it to stick.
Big thanks to Di Lorenzo's for all of their support of Pennsbury football, basketball, baseball, softball. And again, Ben Goldstein will have our Di Lorenzo's player of the game as Askey lays down the bunt, and she's out. Whoa, I thought she was safe.
Thought she was safe too there, Chris.
That was a bang-bang play. And Terry Shane says Askey out by just a moment. Gus Barber going under the hood.
Going under the hood.
For the review. The call will stand. That's what
Stands.
Call stands. 2 down.
That was very, very close, though.
Here's Anna Evanchik. Takes up high. Evanchik 0 for 2 so far today. Well, maybe if Askey joins us for the DiLorenzo's Player of the Game, we mentioned she's pretty good nominee so far. Great defense, 2-run home run. We can ask her if she thought she beat that throw out.
I think we all know what her answer's going to be. What, are you going to think she's going to say no? That'd be funny, though. If she goes, nah, I didn't beat it up.
Yeah, every now and then you
get somebody who's
run
real honest.
Yeah.
Real honest.
Ground ball taken by Leonhauser at second. She'll flip to Gorka to get Evanchik. And for Neshaminy, that's their first 1-2-3 inning as they set the Pennsbury Falcons down in order in the bottom of the fifth. No runs, no hits, nobody left on. Falcons still holding on to a 4-2 advantage in this one. McCaffrey's game of the day on WBCB. And we'll return as we go to the bottom of the sixth in just a moment.
McCaffrey's Food Markets, exceptional every day. Family owned and operated for over 40 years, McCaffrey's is part of your community and a very proud supporter of our local high schools. For true value on the freshest meats and produce to their own prepared food department, to everyday savings on your necessary items, McCaffrey's is exceptional every day. And it's in your neighborhood in the Edgewood Village Shopping Center, 635 Heacock Road, Yardley. The Villages of Newtown at 2890 South Eagle Road, and also in Bluebell, Princeton, West Windsor, and the best of McCaffrey's in Doylestown.
Oh man, trying to make the adjustment from the basketball court out here to the baseball, softball diamond. And yeah, this is the top of the sixth, not the bottom of the sixth. Falcons still up 4-2. Morgan Volgrath leads off the sixth for the Skins. And Neshaminy coming in riding high into today's game. They were 2-0. But today running in to Laney Freeband and these Pennsbury Falcons. And we've had a good one so far. First pitch in there, ground ball taken by DeFinis. And she gets Volgrath. One up, one down. And here's Lindsay Gorka. Gorka 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a ground out today. Good looking pitch. Boy, Hannah DeFinis has been impressive. You count so much on your shortstop defensively. The junior stepping up into a varsity role this year. And she seemed up to the task. Like,
yeah, that's a big position defensively to be aware of and stuff like that. Shortstop, you have to have a lot of range.
It's a stage that doesn't feel too big for her right now. Line drive out to center. Base hit for Gorka as Askey plays it on a couple of bounces. And Neshaminy with a one-out base runner. Gorka gets her first base hit of the day. Leonhauser with a ground out and a fly out. And before the at-bat, here is Coach McSherry. Talk about a legacy of excellence. Coach McSherry, as the head of this Pennsbury softball program, I mean, I forget, it might have been 3, 4, or 5 years ago or something where we celebrated his 700th victory. And he just continues to crank out year after year. Great teams, winning teams, teams that go deep in the district and the state.
He's had this
You just racking
softball
up
team,
league
just-
championships.
It's just such a pristine program, really. You look at this Pennsbury softball team, the consistency that he's brought in year after year, generation of girls after generation of girls. It's really an amazing thing.
And really his biggest challenge when you look at the teams that he's up against, Neshaminy,
Yeah.
and what they've been able to do under Coach Quentz. Impressive, but when you do it year after year after year, it really starts to become into that legendary status. And I think Coach McSherry has entered
Easily.
that dimension.
I'm sorry, but have you ever heard of a Redskin Rumble?
The Redskin Rumble.
They're doing a chant over there. It sounds exactly like the Falcon Flat, but it's the Redskin Rumble.
Well, everybody's got something
Everybody
like
got
that.
some.
What's Ben Salem's like? B-Town. I think they got the B-Town Rumble.
Truman is everybody do the tiger roar. Everybody do the tiger roar.
Tiger.
Roar. It's a twist on words. You can do it with anybody.
Leonhauser takes down low, 1 ball and 1 strike. She bats with Bilbrey on deck. 1 away and 1 on in the top of the 6th. Again, we'll be back here tomorrow as Pennsbury hosts Truman. Line drive to left field, a base hit. Going from first to third, but thrown out is Lindsay Gorka. And I apologize, that was a pinch runner in there for Gorka.
That was a
Kira
beautiful.
Loftus on the base pass is gunned down, and the play made out there by Presley Foote.
Yeah, absolutely beautiful throw there by Foote. Just absolutely with a cannon. Saw the runner taking off. Says, screw the cutoff man. I'm going all the way to third.
So, result of the play, Leonhauser at second base. And at the plate is Bilbrey.
And that's could possibly be a big swing in this game because you could have had 2 men on, possibly 1 in scoring position with 1 out, to now only having 1 man on in scoring position with 2 outs. So with a 2-run game, that could be a big swing, especially in the 6th inning here.
Pitch down low, and Loftus trying to go from first to third, and underestimated the throw, the arm of Presley Foote, or how quickly she was able to get to that one. Maybe how hard that ball got to her pretty quickly. Swing and a miss. 2 strikes on Bilbrey. Got a good one going today. McCaffrey's game of the day. Bilbrey out to center field. And that's a base hit in front of Askey. It's a 1-run game. Scoring for Neshaminy is Morgan Leonhauser. And it's 4-3. Falcons up by a run.
Skin's starting to find that offensive groove that we talked about earlier.
Yeah, that's a big hit right there, Jordan. And like I said, and with that out at third, you could have possibly just tied the game there if you don't get that out at third. But now you still are down 1 with 2 outs and a runner on first.
Liv McGrory back out as a pinch runner for Bilbrey. So she's at first with 2 away. And now a 4-3 game in the McCaffrey's game of the day. Waskey takes strike 1. I mean, if Freeband can keep the ball down low in the zone like that, it would be really hard to hit. A couple of bounces to DeFinis. Strong throw over to Evanchik. to record out number 3. But the Neshaminy Redskins score in the inning to make it a 4-3 game. They get that run on 3 hits. And we go to the bottom of the 6th. Pennsbury 4, Neshaminy 3 here in the McCaffrey's game of the afternoon. And we'll come right back to it in a moment on WBCB.
Don't let joint pain bring you down. See how you can get relief at a free joint pain seminar at St. Mary Orthopedics. Joint care experts will inform and answer questions about diagnosing, managing, and treating joint problems and knowing when it's time for a joint replacement. Ready to get back to life? Get to the next free joint pain seminar. Details at stmaryhealthcare.org/joint seminar. It's your health. Expect more.
Well, she's been solid defensively, and she'll start the inning for Pennsbury in the bottom of the 6th. Junior shortstop Hannah DeFinis records the putout to end the top of the inning. She'll be followed by Schubel and Foote. And the Falcons now would appreciate an insurance run, as Neshaminy has narrowed the gap now to just 1, and they've eked out a run in the 1st, manufactured 1 in the 5th, and 1 in the 6th. For Pennsbury, they got 3 of their runs in the bottom of the 1st inning, and they added 1 more in the bottom of inning number 4. DeFinis goes off the end of the bat, a little squibber, and a race to the bag is won by Gorka. Another unassisted putout by the Neshaminy.
A lot of spin on that.
Yeah, that looked like it hit the chalk line and just spun back fair. A lot of times you'll see those go the other way.
But with 1 down, here is catcher Naya Schubel. Schubel 1 for 2 with a base hit and a run scored back in the 4th. That run Schubel scored. Right now the difference in the game is she takes wide. McCaffrey's game of the day on WBCB. Great rivalry action between these 2 programs. That's upstairs. So now Schubel can be a little bit picky at the plate. And Coach Quentz will step into the circle with the Neshaminy infield, talk a little bit with Bilbrey. Gives us a quick moment to shout out Jammer Doors and Windows, a 4th-generation family-owned and operated business, showrooms in Lawrenceville and Yardley. They do sales, service, installation of garage doors and openers. They also do entry doors, patio doors, storm doors, and windows, an A+ Better Business Bureau rating. And we thank them for supporting high school athletics on WBCB, Jammer Doors and Windows. The 2-0 from Bilbrey. A little low.
Good eye.
Probably going to see Schubel taking all the way here.
Yeah.
She does, and the count goes to 3 balls and a strike.
Yeah, and it'd be big if you're Pennsbury to try to get a runner on, to try to get an insurance run here to get into the top of the 7th, so you're not as pressured with Fryban and mistakenly giving up an error and something.
The 3-1 fouled off, and we've got a full count for Schubel. Schubel with Foot on deck, and Presley Foot, a really good player to have in that 9 spot to turn the lineup over, almost like another leadoff hitter mentality and
approach. That's why you put that speed down there. Get her on, get the top of the lineup, trying to score her in.
Payoff pitch, lifted to left field. Enough time for Allen to get under it and make the catch for out number 2. So 2 up, 2 down, and now at bat is Presley Foot. Join us after the game for the DiLorenzo's Player of the Game. The outstanding player that we select gets a gift certificate to DiLorenzo's Pizza. And we'll talk with Ben Goldstein about today's contest. Foot takes a strike, the 0-1. A little low, a ball and a strike. Foot 1 for 2 with a, or maybe 1 for 1, right? The sacrifice bunt.
Yeah, sacrifice bunt, they don't
count.
Yeah, because it's a sacrifice. Consider it like a walk.
Double and a sacrifice bunt for Foot, who takes, and it's 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1 out to center, but Volgraf is there for it, makes the catch, and Neshaminy again setting down the Falcons in order in the 6th. Another 1-2-3 inning, no runs, no hits, no errors, and we go to the 7th. It's last chance time for Neshaminy. They trail it 4-3 in the McCaffrey's game of the day. And today's game brought to you in part by Jammer Doors and Windows. And thanks also to BAI Security. More than just securing your home or your business. They also do the medical alert bracelets for seniors. And that's the same medical alerts you see advertised on TV, but they're now available from BAI Security and monitored locally 24/7 by BAI. They also offer fire extinguishers with sales, maintenance, and inspection of fire extinguishers. And for complete security, including wireless security systems, remote systems, fire alarm systems, carbon monoxide warning systems, and now medical alert systems, call BAI Security in Lower Bucks at 215-493-1414. That's 215-493-1414, or visit online bainow.com. That's bainow.com. And we thank them for supporting some high school softball on WBCB. For Neshaminy, Rachel Allen leads off the inning. She'll be followed by Chakowski and Tierney as Freeband rolls that one up there, a little low, ball 1.
Rally caps are on over in that Neshaminy dugout, looking to get this game at least tied here in the top of the 7th.
Yeah, and both dugouts have had great energy, but you see Neshaminy lifting it up even a little bit more now in the top of the 7th. Allen drives that deep to center. It's off the fence. And she'll stop at second with a stand-up double. Neshaminy with the tying run aboard and in scoring position in the top of the 7th, and that had a chance maybe to tie this game up. Only a few feet from leaving the field here.
off the bat, I thought that one might go out.
So now free band will work to Chakowski. With a runner in scoring position, Chakowski tries to advance the runner, but fouls the bunt off. Yeah, really solid day today for Rachel Allen at the plate. Aboard every time she's been up. And has scored one of the Neshaminy runs today. The 0-1. Low and in. Hannah Chakowski, meanwhile, last time she was up, she ripped an RBI to get Neshaminy to within one. The 1-1. A little bit outside. Free band set to go. The 2-1 line drive right to second base. Storlazzi snares it, and she tries to double up Allen, but Allen able to get back to second base in time. So a line out, one away. Allen's got to stay at second base, and up to bat now is Peyton Tierney.
It's a huge break there for Pennsbury, getting the out. Runner does not advance, and it was a hard hit ball just right over there at second base.
Tierney so far today, 2 for 3 with a walk. Little check swing foul into the glove of Sam Robb for out number 2. And now Neshaminy down to their final out.
And just like that for Pennsbury, you go from being in a sticky situation to being 1 out away from a win. That's what you talk about, battling back right there.
Nelson today 0 for 3 as Freeband spins the softball, gets her pitch from Schubel, and delivers down low. And good job by Schubel. Keep that one in front of her. Any wild pitches or pass balls could be costly.
Very costly. That's why if you're Pennsbury, you wanted to try to get that insurance run in the last inning.
The 1-0 from Freeband. Again, missing a little low. One of Neshaminy's strongest hitters, Morgan Volgraff, waiting on deck. As Freeband is set to throw her 90th pitch of the day.
Getting a little encouragement here from her teammates, trying to complete her second complete game of the season.
You know, and pitch counts aren't that significant when it comes to high school softball, but it does indicate the amount of work that she's been doing in the circle today. The 2-0. Foul ball popped up right behind the plate and out of play off of the Skins dugout. So no play there for Schubel, and she was looking around, couldn't find it initially. So now for Nelson, 2 balls and a strike. Freeband delivers, sent out to center field, and in to grab it is Taylor Askey. Makes the final out of the game. And the Pennsbury Falcons with a 4-3 victory over the Neshaminy Redskins in high school softball. Well, yeah, after Taylor Askey making the grab on the final out, I think that secures her spot as our DiLorenzo's player of the game today. And we'll try to get Ben Goldstein to grab her for a quick interview. Really a great way to start our spring sports action on BCB. Of course, the rivalry, that's always hype and exciting for me. And I think for Gus and other people who have been in the area for a long time, Neshaminy, Pennsbury, it's a thing. And to get back to that is always awesome. But then to have a good game on top of it and for it to come down to the final out, the final batter, just adds to the drama, adds to all that stuff. And hopefully everybody who's been with us this afternoon has enjoyed today's contest. The Pennsbury fans enjoying it much more than the Neshaminy fans, but that's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes.
Yeah, this is a sign of things to come. It's going to be a very fun spring sports season here on WBCB. You get the one-run game for the rivalry. And yeah, I mean, another complete game there by Freeman. Gave up the 3 runs. Kind of got a little bit out of her groove late, but was able to re-find it fortunately there after giving up the leadoff double in the 7th. Gets the 3 consecutive outs after that. And Pennsbury improves to 2-0 on the season.
And you got to credit the Neshaminy lineup with making some adjustments of their own. We talk about in Major League Baseball how guys now the second and third time that they go through the lineup, their effectiveness drops down a little bit. And certainly the same thing here when the batter sees you once and then gets back up again and knows kind of what you're doing. It's difficult to adjust to those adjustments and to really a good game by Freeman, though. Look at some of the stats. Had 91 pitches, 28 for strikes, 37 for balls, and 8 swinging strikes. Gave up only 1 walk. Didn't strike out a ton of batters, but kept everybody kind of off balance, it seemed.
Yeah, I believe just the 1 strikeout there in the first inning. Nothing after that. But yeah, she was able to force enough soft contact and get enough, get a little bit fortunate with where some of these hard hit balls were placed, and is able to get her second win of the season.
So Falcons over the Skins 4-3. And thanks to our sponsors, including McCaffrey's Food Markets, this has been the McCaffrey's Game of the Day. Thanks to BCWSA, the Bucks County Water and Sewer Authority, to St. Mary Medical Center, DiLorenzo's Pizza, BAI Security, and to Jammer Doors. Hey, I want to send out a thank you as well to Bill Redner, who puts together all of the advertising that helps to make our athletics coverage happen on WBCB. And so thanks to Bill for getting things together and getting us back underway for another spring sports campaign.
The legendary Bill Redner.
All right, we're going to step aside real quick, and we'll try to grab Taylor Askey, who had a 2-run home run, played great defense in center field, and is our DiLorenzo's player of the game. Will join us in just a little bit.
Are you living with relentless pain? St. Mary has a new way to help. Knee and hip replacements with a smarter process for faster recovery, earning prestigious awards for quality and value. A rapid recovery program has you walking just hours after surgery, and breakthrough advances such as custom-fit joints position you for a longer pain-free life. 215-710-5888. St. Mary Orthopedics. It's your health. Expect more.
Former Philly Tommy Green, and here's the pitch. It's time to fill up your pool. BCWSA offers easy and cost-effective bulk water delivery throughout Bucks County for $180. They will deliver 5,500 gallons of clean water right to your pool. It's a faster way to fill your pool, and you won't have the increased sewer bill by filling it yourself. And if you're on well water, you won't need to worry about the well drying up. Call BCWSA today at 800-222-2068, extension 113, and schedule water delivery, or visit bcwsa.net.
McCaffrey's Food Markets, exceptional every day. Family owned and operated for over 40 years, McCaffrey's is part of your community and a very proud supporter of our local high schools. For true value on the freshest meats and produce to their own prepared food department, to everyday savings on your necessary items, McCaffrey's is exceptional every day. And it's in your neighborhood in the Edgewood Village Shopping Center, 635 Heacock Road, Yardley. The Villages of Newtown at 2890 South Eagle Road, and also in Bluebell, Princeton, West Windsor, and the best of McCaffrey's in Doylestown. Don't let joint pain bring you down. See how you can get relief at a free joint pain seminar at St. Mary Orthopedics. Joint care experts will inform and answer questions about diagnosing, managing, and treating joint problems, and knowing when it's time for a joint replacement. Ready to get back to life? Get to the next free joint pain seminar. Details at stmaryhealthcare.org/joint seminar. It's your health. Expect more. 1490 WBCB Levittown and Trenton, and video stream live at WBCBsports.com. Your home for the best local sports in Bucks and Mercer counties. Are you living with relentless pain? St. Mary has a new way to help. Knee and hip replacements with a smarter process for faster recovery, earning prestigious awards for quality and value. A rapid recovery program has you walking just hours after surgery, and breakthrough advances such as custom-fit joints position you for a longer pain-free life. 215-710-5888. St. Mary Orthopedics. It's your health. Expect more.
Former Philly Tommy Green, and here's the pitch. It's time to fill up your pool. BCWSA offers easy and cost-effective bulk water delivery throughout Bucks County for $180. They will deliver 5,500 gallons of clean water right to your pool. It's a faster way to fill your pool, and you won't have the increased sewer bill by filling it yourself. And if you're on well water, you won't need to worry about the well drying up. Call BCWSA today at 800-222-2068, extension 113, and schedule water delivery, or visit bcwsa.net.
All right, welcome back to Pennsbury High School. Falcons getting a victory over the Neshaminy Skins, 4-3, the final. And Ben Goldstein is trying to run down our DiLorenzo's player of the game. Hit our DiLorenzo's dinger, a 2-run home run with 2 down in the first inning, and gave the Pennsbury Falcons a 3-1 advantage. Neshaminy, made it a contest. Good thing that the Pennsbury Falcons hit that 4th run and gave them that 4-3 win. And let's turn it over to Ben, and he is alongside our DiLorenzo's player of the game.
I'm here with the DiLorenzo's player of the game, Taylor Askey. Take me through the home run at bat. Great way to start the game today.
I pretty much went up there knowing that I was going to be aggressive, knowing that this is a team, our arch rivals. And, you know, I had to be patient. I had a bad swing at first. But then I saw my pitch and I just went for it.
It was a busy day for you in center field. A lot of great plays. How were you able to read the ball off the bat today?
I like to get an angle where I can see across the plate, so then I know where the pitch is at, and then I instantly, you know, first step back, and then hustle to it.
Communication was big today on a day where the wind is whipping. You don't know where the fly balls are going to go.
Yeah.
How important is communication on a day like this?
Oh my gosh, so important. If Bella didn't tell me there was a fence there, I probably would have had a harder hit. Things like that, like communication's key in the outfield, always.
Big win against your arch rivals today. How does this set the tone for the season?
Oh my God, it sets it amazingly. I can't wait for the rest of the season. I'm so excited to play them again and to play all our games.
All right, thank you. Here's the Berg gift card. Chris, back to you.
All right, thank you, Ben. Great job. And thank you, Taylor Askey, for joining us, our DiLorenzo's player of the game. An outstanding start to the season for Pennsbury when it comes to this rivalry matchup, Jordan, that's for sure.
Yeah, always nice to get a win early in the season, especially when it is against your arch rival, Neshaminy. And this team does have high expectations. The reigning division champs, and then went all the way to the semifinals in states last season. And like Askey said there, a great tone setter of a win today.
All right, today's game again brought to you by St. Mary Medical Center, McCaffrey's Food Markets. This has been the McCaffrey's Game of the Day. BCWSA, the Bucks County Water and Sewer Authority, DiLorenzo's Pizza, BAI Security Systems, and Jammer Doors. So the Falcons stay undefeated. They serve Neshaminy up their first loss of the season. Thanks to the crew here, Ben Goldstein with our post-game interview and stats, Gus Barber, our video engineer, and Jordan Hirsch with color commentary and doing the work behind the camera today. And thank you for being with us as well. We're going to be back here tomorrow. Hopefully it'll be a little bit warmer, but this one was not too bad today. Now it's not supposed to be warmer?
No, it's supposed to be colder. I was looking at the weather forecast.
All right, well, I was trying to hold out hope that we'd have even better weather, but today was pretty good for the start, and tomorrow we're all going to wear our long johns as the Falcons will host the Truman Tigers here in Fairless Hills. All right, one more time, our final score, the Pennsbury Falcons 4, the Neshaminy Redskins 3.